Well, now that we've mastered writing checks, we have another step that we have to do, which is actually record them. And right here is an example of what a checkbook register would look like. Well, what's a checkbook register? Well, it's a place that you can record all the money that you've spent so you don't spend all your money before you get paid again. So the checkbook register has several parts that will look familiar. Number one, we have a check number. This check number is always going to be in the upper corner up here. Each check has a certain number, and that number will always be written here in the first column. Then we have the date, who we wrote the check to, how much that check was for. And then this last column is really important because this is the balance. The balance before she spent any money on her haircut was $196. After spending $36 on her haircut, she now has $160 in her bank account. Now, let's get some practice in. Here, we have some information. A little bit closer. So here is our checkbook register, okay, right here. And we're going to put in some check numbers and then some information about the check. Now, the first important thing that I have found is that we need to know how much money we're starting with before we take away any money. So let's do the first check right here. We're going to focus on check 251. So that's the first thing that we need to write in. We need to write in 251. Okay. The date was 4/12/2001. Okay. And who did she write the check to? Larry's dry cleaner. Now if you notice, check deposit amount. So sometimes you can deposit money, which add money to your account, or you can take it away. So we're going to be writing a check for $13.50. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write in the $13.50 and I'm going to put a little minus sign here. Now why am I putting a minus sign? Because I'm taking away money from what I had. So now I'm going to line up the $13.50. Now notice I'm going to make sure that the decimal points line up. That's really important when you're subtracting fractions, or excuse me, decimals. So 7 minus 0 is 7, 6 minus 5 is 1, 3 minus 3 is 0, 1 minus 1 is 0, and 1 minus nothing is 1. So right now, after all that, we have $100.17 left. Now it's your turn to try.